Why, hello there. I'm AnxiousCynic, and I'm coming at you today with a new type of video to do a little bit of an update on what's going on with the channel and what my philosophy has been from starting the channel till now and why I'm making this change and/or update. My ear itches. So if you're one of the few avid viewers of my channel, then you may have noticed the last couple of weeks content has been a little bit slower. The main series, I almost said the bulk series for some reason. The main series that I've been doing, which are Dead Space and The Fall, have been consistent because I've done a lot of pre-recording. I've actually not even touched Dead Space for a few weeks now because I finished that game way before and it's just taking a while for all the episodes to come out. Anyway, I'm probably not going to be pushing content out as much as I have been anymore, depending on how things go. It may change. I can't say this for sure, but it's kind of got to the point where, so for a long time, I've tried to push content out as much as I can, to, try to work as hard as I can on the channel and do good things and learn and progress and whatnot. And it's actually gotten to the point where I feel like I have progressed far enough where I've found myself. I like basically I'm just making videos now. You always learn and you always progress, but there's this point where you kind of like, okay, well, I think I've gotten comfortable with this. And that's where I feel like I'm at. I've gotten comfortable with making videos. I'm not really pushing myself very hard to get better or whatever. I'm always pushing to get better, but it's just like you get past that point of like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then you figure out like, oh, okay, like I kind of understand what I'm doing now, what I'm going for, what I'm all about. And so to kind of context all of this, the reason I started Let's Playing was because I've always suffered with social anxiety. That's a big thing. I've always enjoyed making videos, so I was into filmmaking for a long time, but things with that kind of died down and fell through. And I was like, well, how do I scratch this itch of wanting to make videos? And then also, how do I also push myself to progress and to push myself outside of my comfort zone in any way that I can? So I was like, Let's Play. And the benefit of that is someone with anxiety, working is difficult and whatnot. So it's something that could possibly make money. So I was like, all right, if nothing else, maybe I'll overcome some anxiety, some fears, and I'll push myself to do that and be consistent at it and not give up on it, which is a terrible habit I've had most of my life, is just starting things and giving up on them, which I think a lot of people can relate to. But anyway, I've pushed myself to a great extent, and I kind of feel like there's not much pushing left. Like I've gotten comfortable with recording videos and doing them and stuff, and to continue doing them at the rate that I have been or that I've tried to do is kind of pointless because I don't have that many consistent viewers. I honestly don't really have that many consistent viewers. That's not to, insult the viewers that I do have, but it's just to say Let's Playing or making videos in general is a very big investment. Not only like money-wise to buy all the equipment and to make upgrades as you progress, but time. It really takes a lot of time to sit there and record. Even if it is just Let's Plays, like you're recording for at least an hour generally, and then you have to edit that plus some, because obviously it takes a little time to edit. Depending on how much editing you do, it's going to take at least the amount of time of the video, but generally pretty much guaranteed even more than that, almost twice the amount of time. And then there's the YouTube end, you gotta make thumbnails, all this stuff, right? If you made videos and you know what I'm talking about, you know how time consuming it can be. And right now, with the views that I get and with things going on in my life and whatnot, it's just the payoff isn't there. I'm not making enough money from making videos to really justify the amount of time that I'm spending on it. So basically, the idea is I'm gonna more or less stop taking Let's Playing so seriously, if that makes sense, and just kind of have fun with it and not really treat it like a job anymore. That's kind of how I've looked at it, is, if I want to do it, I want to stick with something, pushing myself, as I said, and treating it like a job. But at this point, I don't feel like that philosophy is warranted anymore. I've kind of grown to the point where you know, it hasn't become a job, and I'm not really needing to push myself in such a way that I need to be so rigorous about it. I'm just gonna try to do videos and have fun with it, and I will try to be consistent as much as I can, at least a few videos a week. You know, it'll probably fluctuate, it'll vary, but I'll try to have as much as I can up, but I'm just not gonna push myself to do it so consistently and so rigorously. Right now, if things change, then great, maybe I'll get back into it. But again, like I said, I hope that doesn't offend anyone who does watch my videos. You know, I'm not trying to say no one watches my videos at all. It's just, if you watch the channel, you know that most of my videos don't get that many views, but that's kind of just the case with smaller channels in general. But, you know, some make it, some don't. Some get a following, some don't. And unfortunately, I feel like I'm not really gaining that much of a following. So for the few who are there, and for my own enjoyment, I do want to keep making videos. It's just, this is not going to be quite the volume that it was. I can't say that'll increase the quality, unfortunately, but anyway, I guess that's pretty much it. I feel like I've thought about making this video for weeks. I've actually intended to get to it much sooner, and I felt like I would have a lot more intricate details to go through, but as I sit here with the camera on and recording, I can't think of nothing. Nothing's coming to my mind, so I'm just gonna cut it off here. That's the update. That's it. I like making videos. I like making people happy. I like to enjoy things, and I hope that other people enjoy the things that I enjoy making and stuff. Thanks for joining me. I hope this doesn't come as terrible news to you. If it does, feel free to share your thoughts. Or even if you think it's good news, whatever. Share your thoughts in the comments if you want. Alright, I'm done. I've wasted enough time. Thanks for joining me. Hope you'll stick around for what the future holds. And as always, as usual, typically, I will see you in the next video.